Hey, this is Hunter, Jasper's podcast.
I'm Greg.
And I'm Dylan.
Dylan's never been on the podcast before.
The one
that we've done. But yeah, we got Dylan today instead of Robert. Robert wasn't able to make it, so he'll be subbing in for him today.
Robert is still on his way to this apartment, though. He will show up at some point, and then he'll just jump in.
Maybe. We don't actually know. He's being really elusive right now.
I don't think it's a maybe. I think he's going to be here any minute, and then he's just going to walk in the door.
Is it unlocked?
I have no idea. We'll see what happens.
It's really not safe to leave your apartment unlocked in Fresno.
Yeah, you'll get robbed really quick.
It's fucking 1 o'clock, and there's 3 of us.
Hey,
what are we gonna do?
Did you know that most apartment household robberies happen during the day and not at night?
Most robberies happen during the daytime in general.
Yeah, so...
Daytime dangerous. My house was almost robbed in the day.
What?
Yeah. I've told you this story like 100 times.
Well, you know I'm not good at listening.
Last year, my sisters and my mom and I went to San Diego, and my dad didn't go. And then these fucking kids from down the street tried to break into our house. They actually did get inside, but our dog went fucking ape shit and fucking chased them out of the house as my dad was just like following.
Which one? Which dog?
Khaleesi.
Khaleesi?
The inside one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Khaleesi's not scary.
She chased them the fuck out of the house and like out, and they hopped the fence, and she was still just out there barking at them. She's like, fuck off of my house. They don't belong here.
That's awesome.
She's a good ass dog.
She's a good dog. She's
also
just not very intimidating. So.
Well, once a dog starts barking in the house you're trying to rob, it's like, oh, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah.
Because somebody's here.
Unless you're dumb enough to try to steal shit while the dogs notify everyone that's there. Oh, there's someone here. Come get his ass.
Yeah, also, I'm pretty sure the dog started barking, and my dad was like, what the fuck's happening? Yeah, and then they're like, oh shit, there's somebody here.
Because dogs don't spontaneously like bark crazily out of nowhere unless there's something that's there.
So, your dad was at the household?
Yeah.
How fucking retarded are they?
Very. They thought we were gone.
And like they're your neighbors?
Yeah, they live a few houses down.
So what
I see them all the time. Nothing happened.
Oh, that's wonderful.
They left and they've never come back.
Fucking Marissa's house got robbed one time. She had somebody like house sitting for them, like a family friend, and I guess he invited some friends over, and he ended up falling asleep on the couch, and they like just stole a whole bunch of shit. They stole like really expensive jewelry, like really expensive watches and shit. They took debit and credit cards, all kinds of shit they stole from the house. But they're retarded because there's cameras inside the house and outside the house, so they were all caught on camera stealing this shit. And then almost immediately, the person that stole the debit cards went to an ATM, pulled out money, which also had a camera, and then went to a store and bought shit that also had a camera.
Jesus Christ.
Because he's retarded as shit, so.
Remember when someone at work fucking stole a nurse's debit card?
Oh my god. Yeah, that was...
went to the fucking gift shop at the hospital and bought candy.
Oh my god.
Fucking idiot.
Who steals a debit card to buy candy?
It's like, oh boy, I got hundreds of dollars on this bitch.
In the same building that you stole the card from.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you work.
That's so dumb.
Also, she couldn't have picked like a worse target because it wasn't just a nurse. It was the nurse that was in charge of the entirety of Craycroft.
Yeah.
A nurse that actually matters.
Yeah, they didn't think that one through very well.
No, I never saw that chick again. I remember walking down to the office to grab something, and she was sitting there, and like she was just like being really quiet. I was like, yeah, this is really awkward. What's going on here? And then I asked the managers, and they're like, yeah, she stole the charge nurse's debit card and went to the gift shop and bought candy.
I remember walking in to work one day, and I saw you in the office, and I was just like, what's up, Greg? And you're like, you want some candy?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Like, what?
I ended up eating the candy she stole.
Greg's like, want some candy? I'm like, nah, I'm good. He's like, no, really, it's all stolen. Like, we're just eating it. I'm like, oh, all right.
I suppose maybe we should have given the candy to the person who got their card stolen, but Your boy had a sweet tooth.
I don't think she was interested in the candy that was bought with her money.
Oh, it's a dude.
Oh.
Did I say she at one point?
Nah, just nurse, I kind of assumed.
Wow, Dylan,
Yeah.
that's really sexist.
Hey, a
of you.
little bit sexist there, but I mean, come on, dude. A lot of nurses are females.
Well,
there are more male nurses now, but typically you do get a female.
a lot of the charge nurses are dudes.
Oh, gotcha.
The charge nurse is the one in charge, as you can tell.
Thus the name charge nurse.
The guys are in charge and the women are below them, huh?
Oh, shit. What have we done?
You just keep talking yourself into a hole.
He started it.
I just want to put for the record, I'm not sexist at all, so...
Dylan's
saying that just makes you sound like you are.
Okay, well, I don't want people to hear this and be like, "Wow, that fucking Dylan guy really hates women. What do you think? Only women are nurses? Is that all we're good for?" No, not at all.
There's no faster way to convince people you're a pedophile than writing a song about it.
Oh my god.
Always Sunny. You should really watch it, Dylan.
It's a great show.
No, I got the reference. I did.
Have you watched it before?
I've seen a lot of them. I just haven't seen all of them.
It's really good.
Yes.
I'm not really into sitcoms at all.
Because you're wrong.
But they do a really good job in that show.
Office.
It's like my preferred
Office is
comedy.
good.
Office is awesome.
See, I've only watched the first season.
That's
of
why
The
there's
Office.
so much funny shit that happens throughout the show.
And Hunter told me that it actually gets different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Robert.
It is Robert.
Robert is here. He has arrived.
We're gonna need to
The man has shown up.
Only a ton late. He actually told us we were going to be hanging out today, and then he just decides to show up whenever he wants to show up. Oof, you're in the hot seat over here,
You don't want to test me today.
Robert.
What's happening now?
Oh no, what's going on, Robert?
Yo, nobody can beat me in the red light game.
The red light game.
Nobody can beat me in the red light game.
Here we're gonna shuffle around a little bit. We're gonna resituate. Don't get too far that way, Dylan. You might want to scoot a little bit closer to me. Working off one mic here.
Blinds.
I lost count after 17 red lights.
How many were on the way?
More than 17. I'll tell you that much.
So the red light game, Robert just counts how many red lights he gets out of how many stoplights he passes on the way to a place. And he hits a lot of fucking red lights.
Yeah.
God hates
What was
you.
it, last Friday?
When I was, from your house to his house, Greg's house to Hunter's house, it was 22 out of 24. So I had 2 green lights out of the whole shabam. Hi, Knox.
No, my cat's just crawling around, doing
Get
cat
off your
things.
crack.
All right, go on.
Oh, no, that's it to the story.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're just bad with red lights.
Can you imagine 2 green lights? With
I
no
can.
AC?
Out
Yeah.
of how many?
24.
In a manual car.
24.
Like, he's not just sitting there.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, you did it in the bug?
Yeah, it in the bug.
Yeah, Robert drives a 65 Volkswagen Beetle.
It's a beauty. It's a nice car.
Classic. It's hella cool, and it doesn't got any seatbelts in the back.
No, but it's legal because when they created it, they didn't make seatbelts in the back, but they made seats for some reason. And so if I get pulled over with somebody in the back seat without a seatbelt, I'm Gucci.
Nice.
See, back in the day, they didn't realize that people from the back seat could fly through the windshield. So they just didn't bother with seatbelts.
Honestly, it's so tight back there, I don't think I'd actually go anywhere. I think I'd be stuck in the back seat.
It's not
Maybe.
for the tall people. It's not for anybody above 5'5". I'll tell you that.
Which is
It's really
all
not.
of us.
All of us.
That's
So-
most humans, I think. Actually.
Except for the...
Let's put
Couple
Danny
of really-
DeVito in there.
Dude, if we could get Danny DeVito in the bug...
Let's get Danny DeVito on the podcast.
If we could get Danny DeVito to talk to us in general, that would be just a mission and success right there.
You guys
Like,
are gonna get mad at me. Who's that again?
he's the guy from Always Sunny. He plays Frank.
Oh, I don't.
I mean, he
watch-
does like a lot of other stuff.
Yeah,
too.
he does a
He
ton
was.
of
You ever
stuff.
see the Batman movies with
the
the
old
old
ones.
with
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Penguin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what really?
Yeah, really short. And just
I like the
Danny
penguin.
DeVito. He's
He-
fucking amazing.
The
he
one
looks
with,
really nasty in that penguin makeup.
Tommy
God.
Lee Jones? Or whatever his name is?
What?
That
Tommy
played
Lee
the
Jones?
Joker?
No.
Someone played the Joker. That
Wait,
I
old
think it was-
Joker or like?
Oh, Two-Face. My bad. He was Two-Face. He was Tommy Lee Jones with Two-Face.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know.
I don't
that.
see. I haven't watched those movies in a long time. The last time I did, I was like a really young kid. So
And
I've
Arnold
actually
Schwarzenegger
never seen
was the ice guy.
Mr.
What's his
Freeze.
name? Mr. Freeze. Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the Penguin. It's my favorite. A lot of people like the Joker, but I like the Penguin.
I just like the Joker.
I think
He's
the Penguin's a
fucking
lame
crazy.
ass.
Well, it's just, can you just imagine a villain name? Penguin?
I mean, isn't that like?
You're gonna shit your pants.
Am I?
No.
I'm
Yeah.
not really gonna shit my pants.
not
I'm
really
like,
scared
oh,
of
the
penguins."
penguin. Oh no.
Oh,
no.
An Antarctic creature that's cute.
I will
Yeah,
say,
but that's typically what happens. Ow!
I mean, I guess it's like a guy's, because then, like, he's all badass and he fucking kills people with, like, his bullet shooting umbrella and stuff. So.
yeah, I'll say Penguin's cool because he's like fucking 4'10", and he's a mob boss.
Yeah.
And he's brutal as shit.
Yeah, he likes to murder people.
Imagine all the shit you have to do to gain that much respect and be like the smallest guy in the
Exactly.
whole crew.
Yeah, he probably killed and tortured
And
thousands
he's
of
not
people.
like small and fit either. He's just a short, fat little fucking creature.
Creature.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
on the topic of animals, did you know that birds can actually control how high they fly? Like if they say, hey, I want to fly 12 feet today, they don't have to tell their wings to flap this much or flap whatever. They just do it. It's like a mental thing. It's like us blinking, you know? We don't tell our mind to blink unless we need to
Are you
blink.
telling me that birds have the ability to measure distance
Yes.
without thinking?
100%. Okay, no, let me take that back. Okay,
I'm
not
pulling out my phone. I'm
not
fact-checking
measuring,
this.
not measuring, but like if a bird is flying, say, "Hey, I want to be at this altitude today. I'm going to stay here." That bird doesn't have to tell the wings how fast or how not fast to flap.
I think
It
we're gonna
just
need
does
a
it.
bird lawyer in here.
It just does it consistently. And if
do-
it wants to lower, if it wants to increase, then it tells its wings to flap faster.
Did you also know that if you touch a baby bird in its nest,
That's a myth. I know what you're gonna say.
a mother will abandon
She
the
will
baby?
not.
Yes, she will.
that
It's-
is a
why did they
myth.
tell you that in school?
Because
don't think
everybody
I was
tells you
ever-
everything in school.
I was
I don't
not
think
told
I was
that either.
ever
I
told
got
that in
told that
school.
in my science class.
I was
in
told
sixth
that as
grade.
a kid, but it's
Yeah.
not true.
No, it's really
The
not.
mother will not abandon the babies
Damn.
because a human came in contact.
If
That's
anything, the mother would
disappointing.
get angry.
Yeah.
That's
What's he
disappointing.
doing with my children?
The animal world is not as savage as I
Oh,
thought.
speaking of
Oh,
the
it's pretty
animal
savage.
world.
I watched a fucking GIF last night of a Komodo dragon eating a monkey whole.
That's badass.
That's savage.
That's
Nature is
fucking
metal.
crazy.
One animal like took the other animal and like,
Ugh.
put it on a. What?
I can't remember now, but I do remember there was one animal that fucking speared another.
Yeah. Oh god, when you sent me that, that was like super brutal.
Yeah. It was like bugs too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a monkey fucking picked up a rat and speared it. It was like a fucking bug speared another bug just on something that was around.
Damn.
Like, holy shit.
It's pretty crazy. Like, ants can carry, like, what?
They can carry
10
quite
times
a
their
bit.
10
size.
times their size,
Yeah.
yeah.
And,
And
like,
weight, too, I think.
Per colony, there's millions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if all of them actually wanted to work, like, as a team. Like, you'd be crazy. I feel like they could carry something really big.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if there was enough of them, they could probably carry a car.
Well, see, that's how Ant-Man got created, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I'm
No,
just
he
kidding.
got created from, like, a experiment or something.
Yeah, it was just a suit. I was just making up mumbo jumbo.
He got, like, zapped by something with
I
an
don't-
ant in the room or something.
I
right?
don't know
No.
anything
Or- I don't
about
know.
Ant-Man in the comics, but in the MCU, he's just a burglar, and he breaks into
A lab or
Hank
something, right?
Pym's lab. He
Mhm.
breaks into his house. He finds his lab, finds the suit, and he steals it.
Spoiler alert.
Oh.
You've seen it.
If you haven't seen Ant-Man at this point, you can't call spoiler on that because
Go back
it's
to
been too long.
2013.
Yeah,
whatever
no, eat
year
a,
it was.
Eat a
What was that, 2015?
dick.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's fairly old at this point.
Yeah, it was 2015. You were on the topic of animals. You were gonna say something, but we interrupted you. Did you forget?
Shoot, at this point, yeah, because I had to go stop my cat from climbing into places he shouldn't
And now
be
he's
climbing
playing with the fucking punishment.
He's playing
bottle.
with the thing that punishes him.
in. Yeah, I bought a spray bottle to spray the hell out of my cat, and he's just so retarded he doesn't realize that it's bad.
Yeah. He's just sitting there playing with it on the floor.
I'll just put hot sauce in it and I'll spray him with hot
Oh,
sauce.
there
Oh,
you
that's
instead.
awful.
That
Put the
is
pepper
quite
spray
terrible.
from the drawer
Oh,
in there.
no.
Oh man, that's awful.
Yo, you have pepper spray in here?
I do.
Marissa, yeah.
Oh,
Then
God,
why
I
are you
have
worried
pepper
about
spray.
getting like robbed?
Well, we also have a baseball bat in my room.
I'll
There's
just
4
punch
of
them.
us, and we have pepper spray, a baseball bat, we got knives, we got a cat.
And we got a military trained robber.
You got a robber.
Yep.
Well, typically, well, not all robberies, but some robberies they have some sort of weaponry,
Yeah.
and a bat is short ranged.
It's pretty
same-
lethal
same-
though.
It is. I mean, yeah,
Very
one hit
lethal,
from it,
yeah.
you're done. But I think at that point, if he's trying to do harm, then he would do something. But if he sees, if the burglar sees that you're defending yourself and he's not like a true burglar, then he would.
True burglar.
He's not true. Then he would leave because he's scared.
I do think like most of the time you can just scare the guy away just by like announcing your presence.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, fuck off, and then he's like, oh, this house has any amount of resistance. I'm leaving.
Right.
I told them earlier, like when my house was gonna get robbed last year, my dog started barking and the fucking kids ran away. They were there to steal some shit and like sell it on fucking Craigslist for money. They weren't there to fucking fight anybody.
Because even a small dog can have a pretty mean bark.
Yeah,
Like,
even,
that's
even
all
a small
that- that's
dog
all that you
barking
need.
It's going to alert people.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I see is like if you have a dog, even if it's not trained or like not an attack dog or even like dangerous, sometimes it's definitely an alarm system.
Yeah.
As soon as someone walks in, that dog is gonna start barking. Even when someone walks up to the door, dogs start barking.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, they go
See,
nuts.
I wish that my grandma's dog had started barking when she got robbed, because I don't know what happened, because Gabby barks at anything. Like, if you let her out on the porch, my grandma's dog, Gabby, if you let her out on the porch, she'll bark at anybody walking by. Like, she'll bark. She's not mean or anything. She just loves to bark a lot. But, like,
Same.
somebody broke in through a window while my grandma was, like, out at church and, like, stole all of her super, like, valuable prized possession jewelry and shit.
Oh.
Like, passed down, like, family heirloom type shit.
Fuck.
Stole all of her shit. She was hella messed up about it. But, like, I don't know what happened, because Gabby loves to bark, but Gabby was, like, perfectly fine. I think maybe she went and, like, hid or something, or, like, went outside, because if she had stayed in there and continued barking, A, they would have left, or B, they probably would have freaking killed her.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, have Dylan or Hunter ever got anything stolen from them? Because myself, actually just recently, a couple weeks ago, I got pickpocketed. I had my wallet in my front left pocket, not even in my back pocket, and they took it. They're good.
Damn.
They're really good. I didn't feel a thing. Like, they didn't do anything special either, like bump into me. Oh, excuse me, sir. Like, they didn't do anything like
Yeah,
that.
how do you know you were pickpocketed, and how do you know it didn't just, like, fall out of your pocket or something?
Because I was wearing jeans, and I was standing.
Well, maybe you, like, reached into your pocket at some point, and it kind of came out, and
No.
then it fell
Nah,
out of
dude,
your
these
pocket.
people are like really good at that shit.
Yeah.
Like, they can steal that wallet in like 0.1 second because that's all they do all day, every day, and then it's gone and you don't even notice.
Well, then
You
again,
won't
like,
feel
it's,
it.
I sort of also blame the human mind, because my mind was focused on the concert, you know, like, what they were doing. Like, it wasn't focused on, you know,
Someone
my
grabbing
wallet or
something, yeah.
you know, the touch.
Mhm.
The touch. And,
Touch.
and that's what happened. But I did get a letter from them, from a police office a couple weeks ago, saying that they retrieved it, and if I wanted it back, then I can go get it. And I called them and told them, yeah, I'm gonna go get it, because it's a Chewbacca wallet.
Yeah.
You're like,
Gotta go back for the Chewbacca.
like, I replaced everything that was in the wallet, my ID, driver's license, credit card, whatnot. But the Chewbacca wallet from Germany, you can't replace that.
No.
So
You
I'm
totally
getting it
can't.
back.
You just go to a store.
But
No.
it's from Germany.
But
It's
it-
from Germany.
Yeah, but if you go to a store in the U.S., it's no longer from Germany, Hunter.
Right.
Come
and
on.
it might not even be.
What a
They might not
weenie.
have the same exact wallet either.
Oh,
Like,
on the
German
topic
Wookiees are higher quality.
German Wookiees. The
on
German
the topic
Wookiee
of
fur.
weenies, like, if somebody calls you a weenie, like, knock it off, you weenie. Like, you gotta think in your
Were
mind.
we talking about weenies?
Yeah, because I called Hunter a weenie.
Oh.
Ah,
You gotta think in your mind, what am I doing that made him think that I'm a weenie? Like, if I call you, you know, what's a good term to use here that's appropriate for the audience?
I don't know.
I mean,
stupid.
we've been cursing
Oh my-
the whole podcast.
Call
So.
him stupid.
Okay, I'll call him stupid. Like, the stupid is just so common. But, like, if I call him a weenie, like, he has to stop and think, holy crap, I must have did something pretty bad for him to call me a weenie.
I don't understand the weenie insult in the first place.
It's just supposed to like demoralize a male or even a female.
Well,
It's just like you're a
weenie's
bitch. You're lame.
You're a pussy.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like a weenie is just a hot dog.
Weenies.
yeah,
just the
weenies
kid
are
version of
bland
pussy.
and weak and limp, and they're not appealing.
Well, would you rather get called a bitch or a hot dog? I'd rather get called a bitch.
I think I'd rather get called a hot dog.
I'd
You
rather
want to be
get
called a pale, lumpy,
Would you want to be
wiggly,
known the rest of your life
mixed
as a hot dog?
mashed petri dish
Okay.
of meat and other
Hot-
things?
I like hot dogs.
hot dog and weenie
You're
are
gross.
different.
Well, a weenie, like a wiener.
I mean, I know like a fucking weenie is a hot dog, but
Well, there's
don't
like different kinds.
don't
and shit.
simplify it. Say, would you rather be called a bitch or a weenie?
Yeah, well, that's literally what I asked him, and he said he'd rather
Instead
be
of
called
bitch or a hot dog.
Okay.
It's the
Makes
same
it-
thing.
Okay, it's
All hot dogs
It
suck in my
rephrases
opinion
the
anyway.
question.
tomato, tomato.
Unless it's like a brat or fucking sausage, I'm not eating that shit. I don't like hot dogs.
If you want to rephrase it like that, then would you rather be called a female dog or a hot dog? That's what you should have said.
No,
Yeah, instead of bitch and hot dog.
no, because no. Yeah.
What about a bitchin' hot dog?
A
There
bitch
you
and
go.
hot dog.
Yeah.
you guys
No.
can call me a bitch and hot dog anytime you want.
I'm gonna call you that at work when I walk in.
Oh, what's up, bitch
What's
and
up,
hot
I'm gonna
dog?
do it in
hot
front of the
dog?
managers.
Oh, excellent.
What's up, my bitch and hot dog?
Yo, I'm down. I'm gonna say that to my supervisor when I get back.
You're gonna get demoted.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, you're a
think
private.
Dishonorable.
I think he would just get confused.
Dishonorable.
Dishonorable. I think he would get confused.
He'd probably just be like, what?
What?
What the fuck is this moron doing?
Some good coffee.
You're welcome.
Greg makes the best coffee.
I mean, I do just put coffee in a Keurig, but
Hey, but I made that one.
but my secret is the Colombian roast. It's the best coffee because I don't like coffee that's too dark, and I hate coffee that's too light.
Yeah.
The Colombian roast is like it's really rich. It's like really bold. It's like that. It's that perfect mix between medium and dark. It's right there in the
Yeah.
middle,
Like Colombian
It's
people.
marked.
like Colombian people. Oh man, yeah, but the best coffee, Colombian roast for sure.
Well, I have a serious
least when it comes to
topic
homemade
and a
coffee.
serious question for all three of
Oh,
us.
no.
Oh,
Well,
here we
actually,
go.
all four of us.
Here we go.
That sounds bad.
Tits.
Oh,
Okay.
serious,
It's not a
huh?
question.
Why?
Real serious.
No, it's a question because I said tits. Like if I just said tit, then no. But tits, it's a question.
It's a
Like-
topic, yeah. It's a question.
Well, you can ask tit.
Exactly.
Explosions?
Explosion?
You can turn
So
anything into a
guys can walk around shirtless, no problem, but girls cannot just because their tits are more swollen or in the form of boobs.
Also, not just
swollen
that.
is not the right word.
That's also not really the problem. I feel like tits
why-
are sexualized now. It's a sexual object. It's an
Then
item.
what
So males are stupid and can't control themselves and like to make comments or be derogatory. So if a girl even has her like shirt low cut, they're gonna be like, "Damn, bitch, you got a nice rack," or like, they're
Then-
gonna stare at her
That's what they
titties,
say.
and that makes the girl uncomfortable.
Then how come the
That's
guys
why-
don't have that same issue?
Because they don't look like breasts. They're not attractive. They're just
They're
pecs.
breasts.
But they're just pecs.
Well,
they're
and
like
also
not breasts.
like even like a chick that's not like doesn't have the best body still has they still got titties.
Yeah.
And titties are just a sexualized object. See, men bodies are sexualized when they're like when it's tone. So it's like you look at a dude that's tone, you're like, oh yeah, he's got a nice body. But like any chick can have tits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
It's just the problem is it's a sexual object and people see it as a sexual object, so it's inappropriate to have them out either because it's sexual or because people will make sexual references
Well,
about it. and make
nowadays-
them
Free the
uncomfortable.
Nowadays, women are struggling, not really struggling, but fighting more for equality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they want to take off their shirt, take off their shirt. I'm
That's
not
why
gonna
they
be
have
judging.
nude beaches though. They got that stuff now,
Well, that's
that's like to the people that are like all about the free the nipple movement, that's kind of like segregation. That's like you can be naked in this place.
Like the problem
They want to be
though,
able to take
like-
their top off wherever they want because guys can do it. Personally, I don't like walking around without my shirt on unless I'm at a pool or at a beach. Like I'm not gonna walk down the street without my shirt on. That's
Yeah,
just kind of weird.
I'll do it.
I never take my shirt off ever.
Well, we know why you don't take your shirt
Yeah,
off, Dylan.
because I got a fucking chest deformity and that shit's gross. It looks like a mountain.
It looked
I'm-
like a mountain.
I'm for the free the tit movement.
I'm all for it
It's
too.
not
I-
free the tit. It's free the nipple.
yeah, it's
But
free
see,
the
as a
nipple.
normal
Whatever.
male, you can't tell me that.
Like, I'm
you know,
not-
at least at the beginning, it'll be normal eventually if girls did eventually get the chance to just walk around with no shirt. But like, as a normal wired male and how you work, you're gonna stare. Like, I cannot fucking tell anyone in this circle that they would not like stare at some girl that had really nice titties. Like, not at least like directly stare, but you're gonna look. Like, you're gonna be like, oh damn, like she's got some nice titties. Like,
No.
it's just how males work. I do that with girls with shirts on. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm a guy. I look at girls. That's
Well-
just how I work.
No, I'm for it, and I personally don't think why, or I don't understand why they're sexualized and we're not.
Well, also the other risk is like males can't be fucking controlled. They can't control themselves. Some of them they're dumb as fuck. And so like
Are
if
females
girls
not?
No, they are. I'm just saying that like there's more of a chance of a female like getting sexually assaulted because she doesn't have a shirt on because her tits are out, and the guy's like, oh man, that girl looks hot. I'm gonna go fuck with her
because they're retards.
because they're stupid and they just think they can do whatever they want.
Well, that's
and-
just men being stupid.
yeah. Well,
If
that's
men
the
weren't
problem.
stupid, then
And men
that'd
will
be
never
okay.
not be stupid. I
Okay,
don't-
then free the tit movement is never gonna happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
At least not anytime soon till
it's
some shit can change, but...
it's a lot like sit-ins, where you just have to do it until people eventually stop being morons about it.
yeah.
yeah,
And they're like, all right, fine, I'll allow it.
and everything's gonna take time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no matter what you do, no matter how you go about it, it's gonna
Yeah.
take time to normalize. Nobody,
Yeah.
it's not gonna go overnight. Just all of a sudden, people are like, okay, it's cool. People can
Yeah.
walk.
I
out
mean, like,
without
you
their
guys
shirts
remember
on.
when, like, transgender bathrooms were a fucking big
Oh,
issue? And, like, the
yeah.
whole transgender thing was going on?
And now you
like-
hardly hear anything
And now
about
you don't hear about it because it's normal. I
Yeah.
mean, I never had a problem with it because I'm, like, all for everything, you know?
Yeah,
everybody
I
can be
don't-
themselves.
I don't
but, like,
care either.
A lot of people were against it, like... Republican, Democrat, views on it. They were like, "Oh no, we can't have transsexuals because you know a male can dress up like a female, go in a bathroom and rape a woman or something." You know, that was like the whole premise of why they didn't want that to go on.
That's
Well,
the
but now-
be a
dumbest
woman
fucking
anymore.
argument.
Yeah, it's stupid as fuck. Because like, look at it now. They have multi-gender bathrooms and stuff in some places, and like they're getting bigger, and like that's not happening.
No.
Maybe once that we don't hear about because it wasn't a big deal. Like they solved the crime, got the guy arrested, whatever. Like, or girl, and women are sexual predators too. So I mean, can't leave that out.
Aren't we all?
No, no.
Oh,
Oops.
no! Wait a minute.
No.
wait a
I'm not
minute.
in that queue of people.
Hey, Pinky.
Oh man.
Stop. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're ending that conversation right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna
That's not
Oh,
continuing.
inside
man.
jokes.
This-
Anyways.
Inside jokes are lame for podcasts because nobody's gonna understand what we're talking about.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And there are some that you just shouldn't explain.
Yeah, I'm not gonna explain that one.
But anyways, yeah, that's my stance on that. I think Greg's right. It just takes time for everything.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well.
Let's get those nipples.
Let's get those nipples. Let's get them.
Well, speaking of pink, do you know that flamingos aren't naturally pink?
Yeah, isn't
What?
it something from like
Yeah.
the sun or something like that?
No, they eat pink shrimp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they're
They
legit.
eat shrimp.
Yeah, they eat shrimp.
Yeah,
They eat shrimp and then become pink?
Yeah,
that's cool.
look it up.
Fucking
Yo,
nature's
I have
weird.
become like an animal professional today.
Why?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
Who'd you have lunch with?
My girlfriend and her parents.
Ah.
Oh, can you take your girlfriend's stuff out of my house?
Yeah.
Thanks, because
Yeah.
it's just been sitting on my kitchen table for like almost a week now, and I'd
Yeah.
really like it to go somewhere that's not here.
Yeah, she hasn't been here.
Yeah, everybody's been busy lately. We haven't been doing anything past
Yeah.
week.
Have you guys? Is this the first time you've hung out, or?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because you dropped out twice.
We've all just been doing individual.
Well, the
stuff.
first time I couldn't. The second time I had school. And you know school.
Yeah.
So,
And then
so question.
Today you made it.
Question.
I barely made it.
Answer.
You did barely make it. But thank you for making it.
You made it
With
during
There we
the
go.
podcast.
90 million stoplights I had to go through.
are we gonna play Super Fight?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Okay, just wondering. Recently we bought this card game called Super Fight. You guys should check it out. It's by Skybound Games. Basically,
Shout out. They're a sponsor.
shout out. No, we're not sponsored by anything. The game's just really fun. If you and your friends are stupid and you like to argue about stuff, you can do it in like a cooler way with a little bit more organization. Basically, you draw random cards, you make a fighter, and you basically just talk about who would win the fight, and then you just keep going.
Just everybody
Fighting.
votes on it.
Yeah.
Two
It's
people argue
super
about
fun.
which fighter would win based on their abilities or like extra cards that you get that affect the person, and then the table just like decides which one would win. in
And
the
mind
fight.
you, these aren't normal fighters. Like, they could be a grandma holding a grocery bag, or
Yeah.
a werewolf, with grocery bag. That's what I had personally.
Or,
Or
you could-
like-
or 100 Mike Tysons
Exactly.
with
Like,
spears.
they're not normal warriors or fighters that you vote for.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's super fun. It's random, and if you like arguing with your friends, like we love to argue about everything,
Yeah.
you'd also like this game.
Greg got a fucking pet rock that was riding a narwhal.
A flying narwhal
Right.
Yeah, you can't get rid of the
that had the
flying there.
ability to control the opponent's right arm, and
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Mike
stopped the
Tyson
Mike
got,
Tysons.
got messed up pretty bad because Mike Tyson can throw a pretty nasty hook.
Yeah, my 100 Mike Tysons with spears lost that one.
to a pet rock riding a narwhal.
Yeah, but as soon
The
as
ability to control right arms is just too much.
it is,
It really is too powerful.
But
OP, please nerf.
There are also 2 expansions for it. There's the red deck, which is like super R-rated cards, like inappropriate
Yeah.
as fuck. And then there's a 90s deck, which has like all 90s themed characters, like
And
Duke
references.
Nukem
Oh, and
and,
it comes-
stuff. And
Rugrats.
yeah, Rugrats are in there.
the fucking 90s one comes with location cards and like
Yes.
scenarios.
Yes. You
Oh, like
your
a battle
fight.
arena?
Yes,
or
you
Yeah.
can put your fighters in like
Yeah,
a different kind of
Remember
ring.
when we were playing and I'm like, where the fuck are the fighters even fighting?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
'Cause-
have like I went through the cards. They have like a record store and like some other stuff like that. So it's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yeah. Because that shit matters when you got a dude that can control sand. It's
Yeah,
like, is
oh
he
yeah.
on a beach or not?
Yeah, because I had
Where
that
is
sand guy, and that was pretty OP with.
Is he Anakin?
Is he
he?
Anakin?
Fucking God.
Does he hate the
Anakin,
sand?
if anybody doesn't know, doesn't like the sand.
I'm pretty
Those
sure
are-
everybody knows prequel memes at this point.
If you
can't
haven't
escape
watched the prequels, Star Wars prequels at this point, you should just go away and just
Go away.
stop it. You should just stop existing.
Unsubscribe.
them. Yeah, we don't need
Just
your
don't
listen.
watch.
Yeah, we don't need your negativity.
No, please. We do need the viewers.
Yeah, we're not really in a state to push people away right now.
Well, I
Help me
gotta-
escape this mediocrity.
I got a question for Dylan and Greg.
Okay.
If
Not
somebody
me,
tells you to hurry up, are you gonna hurry up? Or are you-
Depending on the situation.
Well,
it
hurry
depends
up.
on
Yeah,
the
hurry up
task.
for what?
like just something stupid. For example, I can't tell you how many times Hunter has told me to go somewhere, be online to play a game. He's like, "Oh, hold on, man, I'm doing something," and he'd go like, "Godspeed" or "Be swift." And it's like, you telling me to be swift is not going to make me any more swift than I already am.
I don't know. If someone
should.
tells me to be swift, I'm usually
Like if anything,
swift.
it's gonna want me to go slower because he wants me to go faster.
What-
But in the case, he told me Godspeed on the way over to Greg's house,
Yeah.
and
you hit all the red lights.
I couldn't help that. I couldn't help that. So it was just a punch in the neck for him.
Well, this
but
is like it's like a
Okay,
it's like
like
a
nothing-
debatable thing because
nothing serious. Like just like
Yeah.
come over to Hunter's house.
even
Godspeed.
then it's like debatable though. If you set a time and you say I will be there at this time,
we had never had a
okay,
time.
I'm just saying in general, if you do, and someone is like, I'll be there at this time, or I will play PlayStation at this time, and then you're like, oh, hold up, I gotta do something. Yeah, it's justified to be like, yo, can you hurry up? I've been waiting.
Here's
to
the
do it
thing:
at
if I
this
wanted
time."
to go do that thing, yes, I'd be faster. If it was possible for me to go faster. Now, it's not possible for you to go faster if you're hitting all the red lights. That's just how it's going to go.
just
for you.
run them.
But like,
I mean,
if you're at
I'm just kidding.
home,
I'm just kidding.
If
Don't
you're at
do that.
home beating your dick, and Hunter's like, "Hurry up and get over here," I'd either A, beat my dick harder, or B, stop beating my dick and get ready and come over.
Well, if you're already in the
That's a
mood,
good
you're not
friend.
gonna stop. There's no stopping that. But
No stopping.
I
the-
disagree. I stop all the time.
Oh, you're a
Depends.
sad, sad man.
What? You're just going, and then like you get distracted by whatever show you have on in the background. And that's just,
Okay,
what?
sorry. I don't watch
Wait.
TV while I'm beating my dick.
I do.
What the?
Look,
Tell me what you watch while you beat your dick.
Always
Oh,
sunny.
this is getting interesting.
time is a finite resource. We gotta multitask.
What?
Here we go.
Alright? No.
Oh.
Here
Alright.
we go.
You also gotta remember my setup. I got a reclining chair with like a little fucking food tray, so I set the phone up on there.
Uh-huh.
And I'm watching the thing, and then I just have whatever show I'm watching just still playing in the background.
Time is
And
only
then-
valuable, in my opinion, when you
Dude,
hit like 45.
I'm watching one,
Because then you're
listening
like
to the other.
halfway through your life, and now you're like, okay, well, I'm already halfway through my life. Now what I do matters.
Well, for you,
Like,
Hunter,
all my
like,
time should be used wisely. But, you know, the first half of your life, you're growing, you're younger, and you're growing up and getting jobs and moving into places. I feel like you can't focus on time all the time, or you're just going to, like, miss out on stuff that you wouldn't have done without being
What am I
rushed by
missing
time.
out on?
For your TV
I don't
in
know.
the
That's
background.
the point. Life is unexpected.
For your TV in the background, do you have the noise on, or do you just have it on?
Well, yeah, I'm just listening. To it.
So,
Well,
so you're
like
just,
if anything, just turn
Like,
off the
okay.
volume. Just turn it mute.
No. Let me
here we go.
explain.
All right.
Like, I don't normally rewatch shows, so it's a show I'm actually watching for the first time, and then you're just like, hey, I'm in the mood, but I'm not gonna stop the
Then
show.
pause it. Like if it's a show you've
Why?
never seen before, like you
But-
want to put your full attention towards that.
I
not
don't.
your not half attention to your me and the other half to the TV.
see, I have problems focusing on like a ton of things at once because of my ADD. My brain gets like so wrapped up in one thing I can't like bounce back
Yeah,
between
I'm also the same.
both things. But like, so especially if I'm watching a new show, I like to give all my attention to that new
Right.
show because like
Because
the
you're
stuff
interested.
developing and like I want to make sure that I'm taking it all in. So I wouldn't be able to masturbate and keep it running in the background because I'm not paying attention to that. I'm looking at titties.
Yeah.
And
I can do both.
Free the
nothing
titty
else
movement.
matters while I'm looking at titties. So
I can do both.
well,
I guess I'm
you're
just better than you guys.
Superman over here.
You're a hybrid of some
Can,
sort.
can beat
A
his
hybrid.
meat and watch
Television.
My Little Pony.
No, not that.
Are you a brony, Hunter?
No,
You're not a brony?
I've never watched.
I hope
Little
none of
Pony.
you are bronies.
No,
I've never
God,
really
no.
asked you about that.
No.
But
I didn't even know bronies was
Not
a
a
thing until a couple
brony,
of years ago.
not a furry, none of that weird shit.
Because a
dude.
couple years ago it became a meme.
Oh wait,
That's
really?
why you heard about it.
yeah, that's why
Oh.
you know. It's because being a brony at this point is just
Bad.
bad.
Bronies,
And
for
it's
the most
meme.
part, aren't real. I mean, there's some guys that watch it, but
I know two
mostly
bronies.
it's a meme.
They're
I know
not. They're
two
not
bronies.
mythical. They
I
exist.
do know bronies in real
They
life.
exist
out in the wild.
but it's mostly a meme.
Well, personally, like I'm not necessarily defending him, but I kind of am. But if you like My Little Pony, let him live.
No, yeah, I'm not like judging them. It's just in my opinion, it's just like the brony like stereotype is really cringy now. Like
Oh, yeah.
bronies are fucking cringy.
I,
Well,
They're
because
weird
they
people.
make it.
I'm not
cringy.
judging
Yeah.
you, but you're weird as fuck and you make me cringe.
I'm
I think
I'm
what
just
it-
saying, like, do you? But I don't think it's like it's the way that they act and the way that I've seen almost every brony in the community or whatever they have. Because I play online games and stuff. I met bronies through Steam and like playing computer games, whatever. They're just fucking weird. They're weird. I'm sorry. if
They
offended.
spend no time developing their social skills.
They
and
like
spend their
do
time
graphic
watching
art
My
with
Little
like
Pony.
brony porn. They like always
Is that a
have
thing?
brony porn. Like
Didn't
My Little
know.
Pony porn is a thing. It's
Dude.
weird.
You can find porn of anything you want to
Well,
find.
that
porn
I know of, but like,
Rule 34.
Rule 34.
Yeah, like there's a lot of weird people that are bronies. There's some cool people that are probably bronies.
well,
like,
yeah, it's just the same thing as like nerds. Like a nerd is a point of view. Like I like Pokemon. Some people may call me a nerd because I like Pokemon. It's just
Yeah.
a thing that I like, and it's a thing that I grew up with. So I don't understand how that makes me how Pokemon makes somebody a nerd.
anything that requires any intellectual stimulation, I feel like just makes you a nerd. Because like even video games, you gotta be like you play a lot, you're focused, you're stimulated, it's coordinated or whatever, and it's a video game, it's fantasy, so people are like, oh, this faggot plays
Yeah,
fucking
so-
games all day.
yeah.
He's a nerd.
Yeah.
It's the same. Anything that takes any type of fucking thinking with like hard knowledge, you know, like facts, like oh, this card has this amount, I'm gonna use it to do this damage. Blah. People are like, what the
Well,
fuck
that's-
is that
that's
guy
just
playing?
part of
He's
the
a
game.
nerd. Yeah, but that makes
Because
you
you
a
don't
nerd.
understand the game.
Yeah, that makes you a nerd because that's how people judge.
That's
My-
just, yeah,
If they don't
how
understand it, they just give you the
I
stereotype because
actually
they don't get it.
just found this with my parents a bit. They were talking about fucking like people get get paid to tutor in Fortnite and shit.
I heard about that.
I
don't
heard about that.
understand that, man.
And they started like talking about how they saw on TV the fucking Overwatch World Cup finals.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? This is a real thing?
Yeah.
Like people get paid to play video games.
I mean, look at
competitively? I'm like, yeah,
YouTubers.
it's
They
a
don't even
sport
pay.
now.
They don't even play competitively. They make funny videos or
Yeah.
like commentaries
They're
and shit,
just
and they're
funny.
making money. They're making money off of that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they're
vi-
nerds too. Like
Video games are just a big medium.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
why I don't
huge
understand why
audience.
it's still related to like being like lame. It's
Everybody
like,
plays video
Everybody
games.
plays video games,
Yeah.
whether it's on a phone, on a tablet, whether you have a console or you have a handheld.
So-
Everyone's playing video
It's
games.
not like a
Helen,
bunch of
who's
fucking young
40
dudes.
years old, that's playing fucking Candy Crush on her phone, is a nerd because she's playing Candy Crush.
Exactly.
So if you're watching this, Helen, you're a nerd.
Helen.
Helen,
whoever you
fucking
are.
nerd.
No, but I don't know. I think that's just a stupid stereotype. I've played video games my whole life and been called a nerd for it, but I don't give a shit
No.
because they're fun.
Well, me personally, I enjoy watching those like championships, like Mortal Kombat championships.
Yeah.
Like just seeing the combos and like just
Those are fucking
utter
crazy.
destruction that
Yeah.
people can do with just a single character or a single combo. Like that's good. It's like it's like a football player. You take years to get good. As a football player, you take years to get good as a
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat player.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
what I
I
was,
watched, like, sorry, go ahead.
That's what I was telling my parents. So like, I don't get it. You just sit down, and then like you play the game. I'm like, yeah, but it's a different skill set. It's like some dudes can play football because they're big and fast and all that shit.
Yeah.
Some dudes just have the mental capacity to memorize all these fucking combos and shit, and they
they're
know
just-
exactly what placement they at on the map and everything.
Yeah, and esports is so diverse too. Like you can have like competitive play in almost anything.
Yeah.
Like Rocket League, Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty,
Overwatch,
racing games,
fucking
They have
Fortnite,
everything. Like everything.
like it's all League of Legends.
Yeah,
They're all totally different games that require completely different skills.
yeah. And if you happen to have skills that you're good at in one certain type of game, you can hone those skills. And if you get good enough, yeah, you can get paid to play video games.
I
And
just
a
don't
lot of them-
have. I don't have that kind of time to like sink that
No.
much time into a video
Well,
game.
not
so-
everyone does,
Yeah.
but like if you don't have a job or you're at high school, you have weekends off. Once
Yeah.
you're done with your homework, which do your homework, you just
Don't do
go
your homework.
you just do the Fortnite.
Yeah.
Do
Do
the
And I mean,
Fortnite.
even if you don't have massive amounts of time, like ideally, like I have a YouTube channel, but I want to keep doing it. You know,
Yeah.
I want to start doing that again because I enjoy it. It's really fun. So if I
Consistency.
did get that to a good medium, like I had a lot of followers growing up, like while I was like doing my thing, it was growing a lot. I went to like 60 in like a couple of months, so that was pretty good. But like, it's something I would want to do. If I got good enough at it and people liked my stuff enough, I could make that into a career eventually
Yeah.
if I wanted to.
It's just so hard to make it into a career while you're already working like a full time.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Well, that's why a lot of the times a lot of YouTubers either drop out or just fully go for
Go for it.
because like
takes a lot of dedication.
I know a Fortnite streamer. It's not Ninja. I forgot his name. But
the only Fortnite
only
streamer that
Fort-
matters.
Yeah.
he was in college and he was doing YouTube. It's just he fully dropped out of college to focus on YouTube, and thankfully enough for him, he was able to make it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But if you don't make it, then you're screwed.
yeah.
I mean,
you can still
well,
do it for fun
what-
if you enjoy it.
what you should be doing, the smart way to do it, is you make the videos in the free time you have
Yeah.
while still pursuing another career.
Yeah.
And then once you gain enough popularity that you are making money, then you'll drop the other career and you'll go to YouTube full time
Yeah.
and really try to pursue it for
Yeah.
real and make a living.
either that or just finish out your degree, like get the bachelor, get the associate, and then quit. Like
Yeah.
just so if
I mean, like-
if the YouTube thing doesn't work out, you still have an associate, you still have a bachelor.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even necessarily to say you have to like devote all your time to it, even if you do take off. Like I have a friend who's like not big or anything, but he started at zero. He works and he's going to college and shit. He makes a video once a week on the weekends. He
Yeah.
just does one video every weekend, and people like it because it's a regular time, same upload time every single time.
Consistency.
It's consistent. And that's what
That is
people
key.
want in a YouTube.
Yeah.
If you don't have consistency, you're not going to get any following. And people started liking his stuff. He went from 0 subs to 3,000 in 3 months. That's pretty good.
Only
That's
making one
really
video a
good.
week.
One video a week.
That is a lot
1,000
of
a
month?
actually.
Yeah, he got really good feedback on his stuff, and people
Fucking
just
hell.
liked it. Plus, he has a lot of social status on his media and stuff, Instagram and whatnot. So if
That'll
you
help.
share that, it'll
Yeah.
definitely help.
Oh yeah,
So
It
But-
helps to start out with like a base
a lot
of
of
some
followers
kind
and shit.
elsewhere.
Well,
before
it's
you
also
jump
like if you hang out with a group of friends and you're all interested in the same thing. Like for example, if we're all interested in Fortnite, if I see a pretty cool video or a streamer of Fortnite and you say, "Hey, check this guy out," like that, you're gaining more.
Yeah, you'll gain subs from word of mouth.
yes, yeah,
Like
Because-
especially if you all like the same thing,
yeah,
and which a lot of people liked his content, whatever he did. I guess.
yeah.
You know, I try to spread things throughout my friend group. I tell you guys all the time, hey, watch this thing, play this game, whatever. You guys never fucking do.
No.
Hey, I'm pretty
I hate you
open-minded.
guys. Even if it's
I'm
like
a-
a 10-minute video that I send to our group chat, I'm like, hey guys, watch this. You're like,
If
all right,
it's
I will.
video
And then you
game
never do.
related, I will 99% do it. If you're like, hey, play this game, even if it's not my style, like I hate point and clicks,
Dylan
or like
is good about that. He'll
like,
play any game
I will
tell
play
him to.
anything. I will literally play any game you put in front of
See,
me.
it's
Dylan
harder.
has played every game I've told
It's
him to.
harder for me and Robert to do that kind of shit because Robert's got a full-time job, I've got a full-time job, and we both have girlfriends, and those two things take up a lot of your time and effort.
Very true.
really do.
So it's
Very
like
true.
when Hunter gives me stuff to do, even if it is just like a 10-minute video, like I want to do my own thing, so I do my own thing. Like I like what I
Chores.
like, and me and Hunter don't have super similar tastes in pretty
we
much
do.
anything.
We do. You just suck.
I get that. Fine.
And you don't
I
want to
suck.
know more things.
I like what I like. I like Bionicles. I like the
Nerd.
video games that I currently have. I'm not really interested in picking up anything else because I don't got time for anything else. Like my time is maxed. You
Well,
know what I
most
mean?
of the time, it takes like 3 or 5 times for either Hunter or somebody else to convince me to buy a game, and I'll buy it. We play it for like 1 or 2 days, and then that'd be the end of it. And yeah,
And you know, the problem with that is really just we're on different schedules.
yeah.
Like,
But
we
I-
don't
I
have
do-
a lot of time to talk.
Honestly, like the only one I think at this point that even has time to play games with anyone is me, because I'm just waiting for my job to start. So
Yeah.
I'm just here playing and chilling and shit. That's why I wanted to start YouTube again.
But
It'd be a good distraction of my time instead
Yeah.
of just sitting around and like. Bleh.
like even if you do have a consistent schedule, like Greg, Hunter, and I, like
Yeah.
we have this day off this week, this work this week,
Yeah.
whatever. Like we still have other.
Shit comes
chores
up, yeah,
or shit to
you
do
got
throughout
stuff
the
to
week.
do. And even if you don't at that point, something can come up. So I mean, it's understandable. It's not gonna.
Yeah, you
work
can
out.
hit 50 red lights out of 60 of them.
60. There you go.
Yeah, so like just shit happens.
Really,
Yeah.
our biggest problem right now is that we all have consistent schedules. They just conflict.
Yeah.
They really
Like
do.
you get off work most days
When you're
after
going to
Greg
work.
and I have gone to work.
Yeah.
Just
And
because
then-
you're 3 hours ahead of us.
And then when I work the weekend, they're off the weekend, and vice versa. So we can't necessarily schedule for the weekend because
We totally can though, because
Well-
if one time zone is off on the weekend, we can just wait for the other to not be.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, I get that, I guess, in a way, but it's kind of like thin lined.
Or when Greg and I are working on weekends, you can't wait for us.
no.
We can do it before we go to work, because we go to work at 3 o'clock, which is fucking 6 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
We
But
can
that,
do it before work, but we never do, because we can't get everyone together.
Yeah.
I did it a couple times, but that was also on the day schedule. So I was sort of used to. I needed to wake up at 6 to get used to it, but now I'm on mids or swing schedule, so early is like 8 o'clock for me because I go to bed so late, midnight, 1 o'clock, because I don't get off until 10, 11.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I also found out that that's pretty much become my dinner time. Like whenever I'm off of work,
That's when
dinner
you eat,
time,
Yeah.
I'm hungry. It's the same thing with my girlfriend Chelsea. Whenever she gets off of work at 10, she's always hungry.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
I feel like
hungry
that's
too.
how kind of jobs work. If you
It
do
is.
work at a later schedule,
Yeah.
you're not really going to eat a lot at work anyways. You're going to have maybe a lunch, maybe some snacks, and it's not going to be a hefty lunch, So when you get off of work, that's the ideal time. Like, I'm going to go pick up some food because I'm not going to eat if I go home and go to bed or just lay around and stuff. Maybe, but like, you want to eat right when you get out usually.
Well, originally I didn't like eating off of work or after work because I'm gonna get fat. Brr. But I realized that I'd only have 2 meals through the day because when
Yeah.
I would wake up, I would combine breakfast and lunch, so that's 1 meal.
Yeah.
I would have a meal at work, which is supposed to be my dinner, and then I would have a meal after work, which it'd be the 3rd meal. It's the same thing with Chelsea whenever she gets off of her work. She would have a meal before work, during work, and then after work. You still get those 3 meals throughout the day, which I'm a firm believer of, by the way. I do believe in at least 3 meals throughout the day.
I believe in 1 meal and just keep
And
your
it's
body
only
small.
dick.
No.
It's not. By the way, did Robert ever introduce himself?
I mean,
At this
he
point,
showed up
it's
and I
too
said
late.
Robert showed up. It's whatever.
Alright,
so
Robert's here.
The
In
audience
case you
is
hadn't.
dumb. They know.
But they don't really know Robert. They know Big Bob. By the way, I am Big Bob, 95, back in this bitch. That's
Y'all-
me.
Y'all remember how I didn't have nipples, basically?
What?
Like
Wow,
hold on.
real turn real quick.
Like they were really, really small, and everyone always joked I didn't have them.
Yeah,
You have no nipples.
I remember that.
I've gotten fat enough that I've created nipples.
You've created nipples.
I really have.
Like nipples or
Ah.
boobs.
It's.
Nipples are not boobs. That's
mean-
not how that works.
I think you said nipples or boobs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you said nipples.
no,
are
I mean
boobs.
Also, breasts are different
Well-
on that topic real quick in the fact that they're also used to store milk when women are pregnant. So that's kind of their function. That's why they're there. Just to
Bleh.
state
they're
that.
not swollen.
Yeah, they're not just swollen pecs. Like, it has a function. We don't
On-
put milk in our titties. So.
Now that you mentioned milk, what is your guys' milk? What's your go-to milk? Mine
milk.
is 2%.
Whole milk, for sure.
Whole milk. What about
Whole
you,
milk.
Greg?
Whole milk.
1%.
1%. Hunter?
2%.
2.
No, whole milk.
Whole
Like a
milk.
man.
Yeah, I wonder why you're putting on that weight, buddy. Wonder
Well,
why those
Milk
Wait,
will
so
make you
what's-
fat. Milk will
whole
make you
milk
fat.
makes you fat because it's
A
full
glass
of
a day
fat.
won't. Like, a glass a day will
Yeah,
not
but
make
then
you
then
fat.
if you keep whole milk
How
in
much
your
milk
fridge,
do you think I'm drinking?
I don't know, but you put milk in other things. You put whole milk in your mac and cheese. You
I
put
know.
whole milk
Cereal.
when you make mashed potatoes. You put whole milk in your cereal. Now you're not just having one glass. You're having several, just
Yeah,
in
and,
forms of food and other stuff.
and
You're
if you
adding
have-
fat to other foods.
If you
you're
have
eating.
dessert, like cookies, the go-to drink for cookies is milk.
So now you're having your
You
vitamin
guys
D
really
fat ass
overestimate
cookies
how
and
much
your-
I'm eating.
Well, you undereat. That's your issue.
Yeah, I undereat too, so I mean, I'm not really
I
in this-
undereat, but I'm still getting fat because I'm just.
Yeah, I have a stomach now, dude.
I've
Like,
done
you get a
poorly
little
for
tummy.
myself.
Oh, you want to trade stomachs? Because I'd like to give you mine.
For
Oh, god damn.
Yeah.
Okay, Hunter's fat.
for my height and size, I'm comfortable with mine. But for
Yeah.
a person like Hunter, he's getting a little bit hefty for his size. At least.
He's still pretty skinny though. He's
Oh,
not
yeah,
like
no,
obese or
100%. But through the years that I've known him, this is the first year that I've noticed that he's actually had a gut. You know, I'm not talking shit or
Because
anything
the first
like
year
that.
I have had it.
Exactly.
Yeah, back in high school, Hunter was pretty lean. He was the lean, mean
green bean
green
machine.
bean
Machine.
You even like green beans, Hunter?
No.
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 Green beans are good.
I fuck.
I-
with
is
I
there
like
anything
tan
I
green
like?
beans though.
I'll eat any type of green
Did you
beans.
just say tan green beans?
Green, canned green beans.
He
Oh,
likes his
cans.
green beans to sit out in the sun for at least 2 hours before
2
they're
hours,
eaten.
gotta have that nice coat on it.
Hey, you
know.
got to make sure you put sunscreen on them though,
Oh yeah.
or else they won't tan. They'll burn.
That will burn.
Yep. We're witness
Like
to that.
we did
Yeah,
when we
I
went to
burn.
the beach.
So
Holy shit.
PSA to everybody that watches this: sunscreen your green beans and yourself.
And your neck and your legs and everything, because if you don't, you will have sunburnt feet and calves and shoulders and arms and palms, and everything will be sunburnt because the sun doesn't like you. And just so you know, you are not stronger than the sun. Nobody is stronger than the sun, no matter how tough you think you are.
So Greg doesn't like the sun.
No, I love the sun. I love the summer. It's just fuck. I've never been fucked up by a sunburn.
Well,
Oh,
Yeah, that
you-
was pretty rough. We
what
were bad.
What we also figured out is that you need to rub it in. Like when I
Yeah, we did
we
it.
had the spray sunscreen,
Rub the spray in.
and I
Is that
was
what we learned?
I was spraying Greg's back, and I sprayed it in like a zigzag pattern, and I was like, "Do you want me to rub it in, bro? No homo." He was
No
like,
homo.
"Nah." He was like, "Nah, man, I'm fine." I was like, "All right, bet, do my back." And then when he took off his shirt, the next couple days when he had sunburn in the form of zigzags.
Oh god.
And I think I'm finally done peeling. My chest is starting to peel now, but the things that were bad were my calves and my shoulders. And
Yeah, my
and
calves are still peeling.
And we went like a week ago.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we got
fucked up.
More than a week ago. A week and a half. Like, we got messed up.
The sun squared up with us, and the sun
squared
won.
up.
Square
The
up.
sun won.
Square up, son.
Hunter and I squared up in front of the whole beach.
Yeah, you guys boxed in front of the beach. I was the
Yeah, just for the
referee.
record, one day we were bored when Robert was down. Was that the same time you were down, or was that the last time you were down?
Was that?
That was the 2 days you had.
Yeah, he came down for like 2 days, and we ended up going to like Sports Authority or whatever. Is it Dick's now? Dick's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We went there and we
Sporting
picked Sporting Store. We went there and we picked up some boxing gloves because we wanted to punch the shit out of each other. So we bought those, and they ended up taking them to the beach and beating the shit out of each other on the beach.
We fight a lot.
We just leave them in Hunter's car, and like whenever we meet up, we just box at some point or another.
Yeah, and it usually happens at the parties the most. Because
Yeah.
everybody drinks and they're like, ha, let's fight.
But like we've always wanted to beat the crap out of each other because all of us get upset with each other every now and again.
Or with life, you just gotta get some
or with
anger
life.
out, you know.
And it was
we like to hit things.
personally out of the year 2018 so far, they were the greatest $40 I have ever spent.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty solid.
Yeah, and they were nice gloves. They're still nice and clean today.
Yeah.
Have some nice fabric and whatnot.
Hey, Greg, you wanna box me?
Faces on.
Faces like.
Yeah.
Well, we can get face masks.
We always just like
Yeah,
body
we
shots.
just do body shots.
We don't hit each other.
Faces
on.
on is gonna go
when
to
we
a
had-
real fight.
When we had a party, I ended up accidentally hitting Hunter in the face. I was drunk, so I ended up accidentally hitting Hunter in the face because he ducked down and I swung like for his chest, and I ended up hitting him in the face. So then he got to take a face shot on me, and I didn't even fucking feel it. I was so hammered. I wanted him to go.
Drunky
I wanted
boy.
to go again. It was fun.
Well, we
I
could
punched
always.
Robert in the face too.
Well, that one I asked you to.
Well, yeah.
See, honestly,
He
the
was like,
reason I'm
"Come
not
on,
trying
get
to
it in the
do
face."
like face fights is because I have a nose piercing. That shit will fuck me
Oh
up.
it
yeah,
off.
you're gonna die.
No, I don't want to lose the ring. I don't
can't-
want to lose the piercing hole.
Marissa has a.
If
my
you take it
girlfriend
off
Marissa
for
has a-
10 seconds, you're not going to lose the hole.
Dude, I
put
took
it
out my
somewhere.
lip one for like 10 seconds and I could not put it back in and I was pissed. I love that piercing and I was sad.
It doesn't heal up that fast. If you take it out for like 10 minutes, you'll be okay, buddy.
I don't know about that.
You'll still be emo when you put your
Hey, okay, my
nose ring back
piercings
in.
make me who I am.
Hey,
I'm
okay?
down. I'm down to buy a face
Greg,
mask.
come on, faces.
I mean, I'm down.
I feel like that just adds another dimension to it, and that'll
Well,
be
of
so
course
fun.
it does.
Like now we actually have blocking.
Now we have to guard our faces.
Instead of just our bodies.
With just bodies, it's basically just
Swing
keep
until
hitting.
someone gives up.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
much.
With
And-
faces, it's like now there's an extra dimension to block.
I'm
We have
100%
verticality.
down for that. I really am. But Hunter is in denial because pretty much
Oh Christ!
80% of the time that we fight, he always holds my arm.
I do not.
Like, I would throw a punch with my left arm, and then, like, he would trap it with his arm, and, like, I would try to yank it out, but obviously he's holding it. I can't yank it out, so I just end up sitting there punching him in his back because that's the only thing I could do. And I keep on confronting him. Actually, I don't keep on confronting him.
One time.
The last time we
had
boxed,
an argument about
the last
it.
time we boxed, I confronted him about it, and he was like, "No, I didn't." And I was like, "Yes, you did." And like, he's just in denial.
Hunter, remember when you got punched so hard in the stomach that you lost all the air in your body?
The
That's
first
happened
time,
hundreds of times.
the first
Didn't
time
it?
Hunter and I boxed was absolutely the greatest time.
I missed it.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
We were boxing, and we had a safe word. Like, I think it was pineapple,
Some shit. I don't know.
something like that, or pineapple, or stop if we were done.
It wasn't
and-
stop.
And we were boxing, and this guy never said stop or the safe
okay,
word.
Let me explain. We started the fight. I made a joke that was in very poor taste for the time.
Yep.
And then I was just doing like that nervous apology laughter where I was just like, oh shit, sorry, dude. And Robert just came at me, and I was not ready. And then he just kept hitting, and I'm like, well, if I just turn my back, he'll stop hitting. Because my dumbass didn't think I should say the safe word to stop him. So I turned my back, and he fucking punched me in the ribs really fucking hard.
It was a clean shot.
And Yeah.
But
I
he
had
took it like a
bruised ribs
fucking
for
man.
a few days.
He
Hey,
took it
I
like a
mean,
man.
You
I lost my
both were
air.
like throwing some really good body shots at the beach. I was seeing some
Yeah, we did.
connection.
Well, like,
and I
because
was like, wow.
The
That's
boxing,
it.
that was a great connection. Like, I'm proud of that connection. Like I was upset, I was pissed, but looking back at it now, like that was a great left hook, and that was a great body shot that Hunter took. And it's just now that we box nowadays that we're more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like we're less timid because we've got the first box out of the way. We sort of know how to protect ourselves. We're not martial
I
artists or anything
fucking
like that.
love getting hit now.
It's fun.
It's awesome. And like the fact that we don't do face shots just makes us want to do it. Like I am a bigger person than Hunter, and he still, fights the shit out
I'm
of me.
not doing face shots with you.
No. I'm
yeah,
just
nobody's
fuck
doing
you
face
don't
shots
hold
with
back.
me.
Robert
and you're
will break
cunt.
my goddamn neck. That
Like-
shit will snap.
I'm a
You
bigger
punched
person.
Alex in the neck by accident.
No, Alex actually headbutted my chest.
What?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
So I was boxing him, and we were.
Was I there?
Yeah, this is at your house or your.
I must have been inside or something.
You were inside. So we were boxing. He was close quarters. I was close quarters with him. And it came time for him to react or to fight back. And he lunged forward. And since I was so close to him, his head hit my chest, which sort of like compacted his neck. And like really messed up his neck for like a day or two, from what I believe. But he thinks that I punched him, but I did not punch him. He headbutted my chest, and it hurt him more than it hurt
How
me.
do you confuse that with getting punched?
Well, because
though?
his head was down, he
You know,
couldn't
it's
see
chaos.
anything. Like,
Chaos.
It is.
because that was Alex's first fight. Like, your mind isn't necessarily worried about anything like that. Like, what were you thinking about when you first boxed? Nothing, just boxing.
Yeah, I was thinking about swinging hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's it's the same thing. It's the same thing that I got pickpocketed. I was focused on the concert. I didn't feel the wallet. Alex was focused on boxing me, so he thought I'd punch him in the neck, but I did not.
Well,
Fun fact.
Fun fact, I didn't
So-
break my friend's neck.
fucking life pro tip: get boxing gloves with your friends and
Yeah,
beat
they're
the
really
fuck
they're
out of
really
each
fun.
other.
Really fun.
They are.
Yeah, if you like to argue, get super fight, and if you like to punch your friends, get boxing gloves.
And
Agreed.
if you're like us, get both. Because we
There you
fucking
go.
love to hate each other.
If you also like us,
I really am surprised.
subscribe.
I'm really.
Yeah, if you like this
Selfless
podcast,
promotion. There you
Make sure to
go.
like, subscribe, smash
Correct.
that like button with your forehead.
with your fort.
Press that motherfucking like button.
Well, now that this video's gone on a little bit, like, I personally think that you should say, hey, if you like this video after watching it, then subscribe, then like. I don't like it when people at the very beginning of the video say, hey, like, subscribe. And it's like, you haven't even watched the video
Yeah,
yet.
I mean,
True,
what
you
I
haven't
like.
even started yet.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
varied that with my videos. Like, I found that, like, a lot of people liked it better when you say, like, specifically, don't just be, like, at the beginning or the end, like this video. Just be, like, if you enjoyed it,
If you enjoyed
like
it,
it.
yeah.
Like,
If you
be
enjoy this
specific.
content.
Because if you're just, like the video, if you like the video, like it, then people are just like, man, he just wants likes. Like, what the fuck? He doesn't even
What
care
a
if I
whore.
enjoy it,
Yeah.
But, like, I put mine at the beginning just of convenience sake, so I don't gotta remember it, because I don't really script anything. I just kind of go with the video and see what happens.
We'll just do it at the end of the video.
And I just forget, so I always do it at the beginning. But I'm like, hey, after watching the video, if you liked it, hit the like
Okay,
button.
yeah, then
leave
that'd
a
be fine.
subscribe, leave a comment, and then
Because
that's
you
all.
could
I
say
don't-
that in the beginning of the video, but just say it if after the video, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
say like and subscribe right now,
Yeah.
the first 5 seconds of the video, when you haven't
Yeah.
even
Hey.
watched anything.
Burns has to go to work.
Yeah, it is almost time for me to go to work, so we should probably
Oof.
come to an end right here. So we're gonna say it at the end of the video. If you enjoy this shit, give it a like.
Sub.
Give that like a forehead
Fucking
smashing.
Donate to my Patreon. That I
Give
Donate
me money.
to my
Give money.
Brony Foundation.
Please don't.
Free the Tit Foundation.
Feed my bionicle addiction.
And
Oh,
always
God.
remember that the sun will win every time.
True. All right, I am Big Bob.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Greg,
And I'm Dylan.
and we're signing off.
Peace.
Peace.